Hey guys, so I just got finished up my trading session for the day. As you can see, I ended up making $2,000 in total P&L on my personal account. So I ended up taking one trade on NASDAQ today, and I want to go explain my thought process. I had to wait a few hours for this trade opportunity to appear. We're going to break down the whole entire trade, all right? So anyways, first things first is I want to establish my key levels. All right, so if we just go over to a daily time frame, you don't have to do this on a daily, you can go to an hourly. But the first thing I want to look at, ignore most of these lines, is I want to look at the previous day's candle. Okay, so this is going to be the high of yesterday and the low of yesterday. So that's the first couple lines I have on my chart. The next thing I looked at is potential targets for longs. So the way I wanted to see the target is we saw this big move down, and then yesterday we got a big pop up. As you can see, we closed the day way up here, around 400 points above these lows. So I simply took a fib retracement from that candle high to the lows. As you can see, what do we see right here, right? We see the 50% retracement was this white line right here. So this is a potential target for the day. This also lined up with this previous day's support. So I also had that line marked. Now, if that confuses you, let me go into a smaller time frame so you can see this better, right? Next thing I'm going to do is go into a 15-minute chart. And now that I have my levels, right? First off, we have our 50% retracement that I just showed you. We have our yesterday's highs. We have our yesterday's lows. Now, these three lines, this green, white, and red, these were lines that I didn't draw until further into the market open as I got more information on what the market's doing. So the first set of lines is these green and red lines. It's basically the 15-minute opening range, all right? So we see the opening candle, 7:30 my time, 9:30 Eastern. I have the low of the first 15-minute candle and the high of that first 15-minute candle. That's where these lines come in. So now you understand where all my levels are coming from. Okay, we got the retracement, we got yesterday's highs, yesterday's lows, the 15-minute opening range. So now what I want to do next is go into the 5-minute time frame. This is my 5-minute strategy I'm trading. And let's go into the 5-minute, all right? So basically the 5-minute, I'm looking for potential market bottoms, all right? So we had one potential market bottom basically when we see these green bars and then it turns to gray. We get this white candle. I want to see price close above the white candle on the 5-minute. As you can see, we didn't do that here. We got back into our opening range, broke it, faked sellers out, trapped buyer stop losses, right? What happens? We get more green candles, we get a white candle, and right here, we get a close above our white candle. This is our first close above the white candle for the day on the 5-minute time frame. Now at this point, right, obviously, there's no trade setups yet. So I went to my Discord group inside the Inner Circle channel, and I said at 10:25 my time, 5-minute setup is confirmed. We'll be waiting for 1-minute pullbacks now, right? So as you can see, this is right here when we close above this white candle, right? We got this candle close above it and this candle close above it. Now, next thing I said was I prefer to take it near the white line, right? So this white line right here. So where did this come from and why did I think we could pull back here and that would be a good entry point? So what I did was I went back to the 15-minute time frame, which is right here, and we saw this big bullish candle. So after the 5-minute setup appeared, I want to go into the 15-minute time frame if I'm looking for a 1-minute pullback, right? And I want to see where we could potentially retrace on a bullish 15-minute candle. So we see this 15-minute bullish candle, right? Once it closed, we can take a simple retracement, right? Whether you want to use Fibonacci or just eyeball it for yourself, we could do this. We can go from the low, this candle, to the high. We can see the 50% retracement is basically where my white line is. So that's why I said I prefer to take it near the white line. That's how I came up with that, right? Now, once I have all this established, now I don't need to worry about any other time frames. I could simply go into the 1-minute, which is right here, right? Because I have all my levels in place. I have my analysis, whether you want to call it top-down analysis or whatever. But I said, as long as we hold above this white line or at least above this 15-minute candle, which is way down here, I want to look for 1-minute pullbacks since the 5-minute setup took place, right? It took place right here. Now, you might be wondering, well, Chad, why don't you just enter right here? The problem is I would have to put my stop way on the lows if I entered on this candle, because this is technically confirmation to go long, right? It would have worked. I probably would have got a 1-to-1 risk reward, but it was just too much risk for me. I would have had to risk, 160 points or so. So anyways, I found a better entry on the 1 minute. As you can see, I sent that message out at 10:27 my time. So if we go to 10:27, that is right here. Okay, 10:27. As you can see, we started going up more. We pulled back. What do you see? Not only did we hold this white line, but we perfectly pulled back to our 15-minute opening range. Okay, we use this old resistance as new support. What do we see? We see another white candle, right? We got a close above the white candle. This is where I entered long, and I simply took it up. Where did I take it up to? Near this next target. Okay, so this whole strategy, right? We started on the daily time frame. I got this target area, right here, this white line, from this retracement, from this, move down to the bottom of yesterday, right? What do we see? This target plays out perfectly. We rip straight up to the target once I get all my confirmation on all my time frames. So simply enter there, had around a 1.1 risk reward. I could have held it to the target, would have got a little bit better, but I always like to do it a little bit before, just because sometimes we can sell off before that. As you can see, once we hit the target, right, what do? We immediately drop down. Now we still have another target in play for the day, which is yesterday's highs. Okay, this is the next potential target. Honestly, I'd rather see price above this area before I take it to yesterday's highs. As you can see, now we're just chopping around. Now, is there still a bullish trend in play? Yes, absolutely, right? As you can see, we got this 15-minute bullish candle. We got kind of a ranging candle, and then we got another 15-minute bullish candle. Now, as long as we hold above this 15-minute bullish candle, which is basically our green line, right? Longs are still in play. It's just a deeper pullback. It's a little bit more risky in my opinion. So decided to call it a day there, and that was it for me. You can see at 10:53, I said, boom, we out right here near the target. So anyways, guys, that was my trade for the day. Everything went according to plan. You just had to be patient to wait for these setups to appear, to wait for everything to all align at once. So anyways, guys, hope you found this video helpful. Real quick before you guys go, I want to let you know that I'm opening up a free 7-day trial for my Inner Circle group. I haven't done this for a while, so if you guys want to join my Inner Circle for free, not only do I trade live every single morning and give you guys a plan for the day, but I also give you trade ideas of setups I'm waiting for and kind of where I want to enter and potential targets. So if you guys want to join this Inner Circle group, like I said, we're doing a free 7-day trial. You get live trading with me every day, trade ideas, and update levels throughout the day. All you got to do to secure the free trial is go to the first link in the description below this video, or just head over to marketminutes.co/join. That being said, guys, as always, hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow morning inside our Discord group for another trading session.